Do you remember back to when you were a little kid, running around the garden with no care in the world, focusing on your Lego build for hours on end, and falling asleep blissfully at night? Fast forward a decade or two, and you're probably spending most of your day sitting at a desk. You may be experiencing tiredness, high levels of stress, poor concentration, sugar cravings, irritability, poor sleep, or even insomnia. I'm a Year 1 nutritional therapy student, and in this short video today, I'm going to show you how you can boost your metabolic health and increase those energy levels. But first, how do we make energy? The food we eat is transformed into energy in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Glucose is our main fuel for ATP production. After a meal, glucose enters the blood, triggering the hormone insulin, which packs it all away into our cells for producing ATP. Any surplus glucose is stored. As soon as our energy levels run low, our flight or fight stress response releases glucose from its energy stores for making more ATP. So how does it all go wrong? In metabolically healthy individuals, blood glucose levels will rise slightly after a meal and then gradually come back down as glucose is steadily absorbed into the body. But a person eating a high sugar, low fiber diet will have a blood glucose spike. This triggers an over-release of insulin, followed by a blood sugar crash as all the glucose leaves the blood. This then leads to sugar cravings and yet another blood glucose spike and over-release of insulin. And so the cycle repeats. Over time, this can lead to insulin resistance and eventually diabetes type 2. All kinds of stresses, including inflammation, lack of sleep, but especially emotional stress, also triggers our flight or fight response. This is useful when running away from a tiger in Africa. But if this is triggered every time an email pops up in our inbox at work, and it does not lead to a fight or flight response, this will cause these blood sugar highs and lows, known as dysglycemia. The Mediterranean diet is consistently rated as the best diet for overall health, and it's easy to follow. Rich in fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, whole grains, beans and pulses, olive oil and fish. It's low in sugar, high in fiber, and full of healthy fats. It's also low in processed foods and added sugars. So why is fiber so important? Fiber is the indigestible part of carbohydrates that slows down digestion and glucose absorption, preventing those blood sugar spikes. It fills you up faster and leaves you feeling full for longer. It reduces sugar cravings. It also reduces fat absorption, helping with weight loss, and it feeds those healthy gut bacteria. And yes, fats are healthy. We need a balance of both saturated and unsaturated fats. But if our intake of saturated fats is too high, this leads to obesity and inflammation, in particular abdominal obesity. And inflammation is linked to insulin resistance as it reduces our body's response to insulin. Omega-3 fish oils, mackerel, salmon and sardines, and olive oil are anti-inflammatory, improving insulin sensitivity. So what should you eat? Focus on whole grains, brown rice, oats, and quinoa. Pulses, lentils or beans. Root vegetables, potatoes with skins on. Eat a rainbow. Different coloured fruits and vegetables for a variety of nutrients. Limit yourself to 1 to 2 pieces of fruit a day and enjoy fish, nuts and seeds for those omega-3s. Use olive oil for salads and cooking. Reduce red meat and butter, and keep to small amounts of full-fat dairy, yogurt and cheese. Enjoy poultry and eggs 2 to 3 times a week, but limit your coffee intake to 1 to 2 cups a day, as this can trigger the stress response. Finally, avoid sugary drinks, including fruit juices and all processed foods, ready meals, snacks, biscuits, and breakfast cereals. Yes, they're packed with sugar. And some top nutritional tips. Follow the 80-20 healthy eating rule. Fill half your plate with veg, a quarter carbs, and a quarter protein. Don't skip meals. This can trigger a stress response. Eat slowly and mindfully for better digestion and absorption of nutrients. Don't drink with your meal, as this dilutes digestive juices. And small healthy snacks throughout the day can help with blood sugar lows. For breakfast, lunch and dinner ideas, check out the Hemsley Sisters' nutritious, delicious and easy to follow recipes. And a warning, this is not a low-carb diet. It is a slow-carb diet, slowing down glucose absorption. Low-carb diets are not recommended for diabetics or highly stressed individuals, as they can lead to blood sugar lows. Exercise, the magic pill. Sedentary lifestyle and obesity are strongly linked to metabolic diseases. Exercise increases energy expenditure, fat loss, and insulin sensitivity for up to 48 hours. It also increases cardiometabolic health by reducing heart rate and blood pressure. Optimal abdominal fat reduction and glycemic control is achieved by high-intensive aerobic exercise, combined with resistance training. High-intensity interval training can easily be incorporated into a busy life with as little as 10-minute activity at a time. Exercise at least 3 days and a minimum of 150 minutes a week, not allowing more than 2 days to elapse between exercise sessions. Highly stressed, obese, unfit, or diabetic individuals should take up moderate intensity exercise, such as jogging, speed walking, or swimming. Do not over-exercise, as this can trigger a stress response. And avoid intensive exercise at least 2 hours before bedtime, as it raises endorphins, and this can keep you awake at night. So, as a quick recap, eat plenty of fruits and vegetables. Enjoy your omega-3 fish oils and olive oil. Reduce saturated fats and avoid all added sugars and processed foods. And go easy on the coffee. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.